It's funny what lines on a paper do. Some of them follow rivers and mountains, and some of them were drawn by people who had no clue or simply wanted a nice little drama to come back to. It's funny how these dots and lines give us more reasons to draw circles for us and point there for them. They make it easier to blame a whole nation for the crimes of a single person. These dots and lines create questions like, would people really light their own houses on fire? Or, we used these letters before you did, so why are you saying that you came up with them? Or, what is the trajectory of a 7.62 by 39mm full metal jacket fired from an AK-47 at an angle of 32 degrees with a speed of 715 meters per second, aimed towards a child which has lost his mother in a conflict over some territory? Weeks later, some lines were scribbled over dots in succession by men in expensive suits, and the whole ordeal was done. But those dead and gone, left behind the alive and devastated, who speak the mother tongue, and probably a bit of English too, but also now, the language of anger. And since love knows no limits, its abusive partner hate knows none too. This cycle will go on and stay strong until one side is completely lost. These dots and lines make people say, you should stay there, as your mothers and fathers have. You are different than us. Look at your names and look at ours. Look at your book and look at ours. Look at your skin and look at ours. How can you say that we are the same? How can you say that you have the rightful claim? How dare you put your body to work to mine our riches? You should go back to where you came from. Do you not understand me? But hold on. To you who say these things, if you look at their faces, you will find a bit of yours too. Maybe it's the eyes, or maybe it's the nose, or maybe it's the angle of your smile when your mouth is closed. The lines are on the wall, waiting for us to connect the dots. Dots and lines. Dots and lines. Dots and lines. I blabber on so much about dots and lines, you could have thought that this was geometry. But now it's about where you're from. This is geography. But now it's about who your ancestors were. This is genealogy. But if you dig the ground up, the past will speak for itself. It's archaeology. Trace back your lineage to a point before they were also lines. Now, how many lands did it cross? These dots and lines are like my 2008 Dodge Avenger imaginary. We made them up. Now we live based on these imaginations. If John Lennon were here, he'd say that we're headed in the wrong direction. We have divisions within divisions, as if we're trying to split mathematics up. If all human beings were addicts, then fear is our math and violence is thematic. I wrote this poem on a paper using singular dots arranged together with straight and curved lines, hoping that they would mean as much as those colored dots and dashed lines on those pieces of paper we call maps. Now, I'm not saying that we're all family, because that would make all of the girls my sisters, and incest is not my thing. I'm just saying that we're a lot more alike than we are different. That's not a revelation. So I want to say this. I don't give a damn if you're African or American or Indonesian or China or India or Malayu or Iban or Kaya or Biday. All hate is the same. All love is the same. We bleed all the same. The pain of a single mother raising her children against all odds knows no race or nationality. The aspirations of a young girl dreaming of leading her country out of ignorance knows no creed. The hunger that strikes when your rent is due knows no tongue or dialects. Whatever differences that we have are there so that we may learn from each other. It might sound ridiculous for me to ask this, but I'll do it anyway. God damn, these dots and lines, how long will they stay?